Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so today we're diving into a topic that is literally at the heart of the digital age, your financial privacy. Now you might be thinking that the second you step into the crypto space, boom, your identity is automatically hidden behind this impenetrable digital veil, right? Well, actually, scratch that. That assumption could literally be leaving your most sensitive data totally exposed.
So I want you to really ask yourself, when you're using crypto, are you actually a ghost? Or are you just walking around wearing a name tag with a fake name? It's an absolutely crucial distinction. As we're going to see today from our sources, the gap between being completely untraceable and just using a digital alias, it's massive.
Here's our agenda for today. 1. The privacy spectrum. 2. Risks, rewards, and trust. 3. The KYC divide. 4. 5 no KYC methods. And 5. The future of privacy.
Section 1. The privacy spectrum.
The GateWiki actually provides a brilliant metaphor here. They break this whole privacy spectrum down into two very distinct concepts, pseudonymity and anonymity. So, pseudonymity, it's kind of like wearing a single mask. You've got a protected identity, sure, but you're still leaving this consistent digital footprint that could potentially be traced in certain contexts. Anonymity, on the other hand, is like wearing layer upon layer of masks. It uses some seriously advanced cryptography like zero-knowledge proofs, so you leave absolutely zero digital footprint. No link back to the real you. Period.
Just think about Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, or those massive whale accounts moving funds around the blockchain. We don't actually know the real people behind those masks, right? But because their mask is consistent, they can build up a public track record, real accountability, and immense trust over time. Full anonymity actually prevents you from building that kind of reputation, simply because there's no continuous identity to track.
Section 2. Risks, rewards, and trust.
Looking at the data from our sources, these privacy models are really a delicate balancing act. On the pro side, absolute privacy protects activists and whistleblowers, and it completely prevents censorship. Plus, it enables anyone, anywhere in the world to participate in decentralized finance. But, well, there's a flip side. The cons include a severe lack of trust when you're dealing with brand new transaction partners. I mean, it's pretty hard to do business with a ghost, right? And looking at it neutrally, both the GateWiki and Codex sources point out that obscured identities do create a higher potential for illegal activity, money laundering, and abuse, just because bad actors can completely hide their tracks.
Section 3. The KYC divide.
Major exchanges today enforce strict KYC, know your customer. They literally require a passport scan and a selfie just to grant you access to their platforms. What this does is create a permanent, centralized record of your most sensitive personal data. And as you can probably imagine, this directly clashes with the whole idea of pseudonymity and absolute anonymity we just talked about.
And this centralized record keeping? It breeds some very legitimate anxieties for users. The Codex Guide specifically highlights that the ledger breach alone exposed over 1 million customers' personal details. Think about that. When you submit KYC documents, you are basically trusting a corporate database to protect that data forever. Hackers know this, and data leaks definitely happen. This security risk, combined with basic access issues for people in blocked countries, is exactly why so many of you are looking for alternatives.
Section 4. 5 no KYC methods.
Now, there's no single best method here. It's really all about the trade-offs between speed, cost, and whether you're starting with everyday fiat money or existing crypto. So let's break down exactly how each of these 5 tools function. Method 1 is instant exchanges, like Codex. This is hands down the easiest and fastest method out there, taking maybe 5 to 30 minutes tops. You don't need to register an account, and you don't need to verify your identity. You literally just paste your receiving wallet address, send your funds, and the platform swaps the coins. The only catch? You kinda have to already own some crypto. It's a swap service, not a place to cash in your physical dollars.
But check out that incredibly low 0.8% fee. It really highlights the cost efficiency of these crypto-to-crypto swaps, especially when you compare them to the other privacy methods we're about to dive into.
So what if you don't own any crypto yet? Well, that is exactly where methods 2 and 3 come in. Peer-to-peer or P2P platforms, like Agoradesk, connect you directly with individual sellers using bank transfers, locking the crypto safely in escrow. Alternatively, Bitcoin ATMs are physical machines that let you just feed cash directly into them to buy crypto. The big takeaway here is that both of these options bypass that platform-level KYC by letting first-time buyers interact directly with individuals or machines.
However, this level of privacy, it comes at a very literal price. P2P buyers can end up paying a hefty 10 to 30% premium above market rates just for this access. And ATM users, they routinely get hit with 7 to 15% fees. You are essentially paying a substantial premium just to jump straight from cash to crypto without handing over your ID.
Moving on to method 4, decentralized exchanges, or DEXs, like Uniswap. These are super powerful, fully on-chain tools where you swap tokens directly from your own non-custodial wallet. There is zero centralized middleman involved. But, just like our first method, DEXs do require you to already have crypto. You need it specifically to cover the variable gas fees on the network, which, depending on how congested things are, can range from $5 to $50 or even more. And finally, method 5 is mining, specifically mining privacy coins like Monero. Honestly, this is the most independent way to acquire crypto because it bypasses exchanges entirely. Following a pretty simple flow, you grab the official wallet, connect some mining software like XMRI to a pool, and just run it on standard hardware. Now sure, it takes months to see any real returns, and you're paying for power and hardware, but there is absolutely zero paper trail connecting your real-world identity to those coins.
Section 5. The future of privacy.
A really crucial point to take away from our source material today is that these no KYC methods are strictly tools. Maintaining your privacy is totally legal, but avoiding KYC does not magically exempt you from your tax obligations. Capital gains rules absolutely still apply, regardless of how you got your coins. On top of that, achieving true anonymity rather than just pseudonymity demands some strict technical vigilance. If you don't execute these methods perfectly, a reverse-engineered digital footprint can definitely still expose you.
The future of the digital economy is likely going to be a hybrid. Think pseudonymity for everyday transactions and deep, true anonymity for those who need maximum protection. But for you, as an individual navigating this Web3 era, where exactly do you draw the line between convenient security and absolute privacy? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep asking the right questions and stay curious.